Tier list. Let's get it. Camp is not for me, man. You can tell. What's the buzz? All right, Childish Gambino albums tier list. Let's get it. Camp is not for me, man. You can tell he was just starting off here. And other than a few nostalgic cuts, I do not listen to this album. It's meh. I'm sorry. I gotta give a shout out to his royalty mixtape. His rapping improved tremendously from Camp, and the collabs and the production of this are really solid. I'm gonna put it in great because the internet just flows so well. It's held by a solid concept, but the songwriting is so catchy, and the pop rap blend was done really well. Goated album. Stone Mountain Kawaii was an interesting release, blending a Dap Piff mixtape with a pop album. Some fun tunes like Sober, but nothing really reaching his previous effort. I'll put it in decent. Awaken My Love was a shocking switch up for Gambino, but he nailed this sound. Vocals improved tenfold. He just embraced the soul aesthetic to the max. I'll put it in great. And I'll say his most recent album, 31520, is a decent listen, but other than Feels Like Summer, no massive standouts to me. But it's a good vibe and sound overall. I don't hate it. And that's it. What do you think? What's the buzz? All right, Juice WRLD album tier list. Come on, goodbye and good riddance. Although I really don't care for the second half, the first half has some of Juice's best tracks and biggest hits. I gotta put it in great. World on Drugs is a bit of a nostalgic album for me. I think I yearn for the time when this dropped more than the music. It's honestly mid. I think Death Race for Love is nearly as good as his debut, with the hits being even higher in quality this time around, almost. But the forgettable and bad tracks are outnumbering them, so I'll put it in good. His first posthumous album, Legends Never Die, honestly, I trashed this album when it first came out, but it has a similar batting average to his other releases, and I think it's pretty great. Finally, Fighting Demons sounds like the cutting room floor of Legends Never Die. I'm throwing it right to mid, man. Let the man rest. That's it. What's the buzz? All right, Eminem album tier list. Here we go. Infinite. It's cool to see Eminem in his early stages, but it's mid. Slim Shady LP. It's good. It's really good. Something about the simple, punchy production and his insane personality. Marshall Mathers LP. It's his best album. It flows so well, and there are quite a few songs that spark actual emotion in me. Although less impactful, the Eminem Show is still a great album where he began to mature quite a bit. And then on Encore, he kind of throws it out. It's so boring. It's not memorable. It's going to mid. On re-listen, Relapse is actually pretty good. I wish it wasn't as long though. Recovery is not really standing the test of time for me. It's pretty mid right now. Marshall Mathers LP2 is actually mostly great. It's my second favorite album from him. Revival, Don't Talk to Me. I'm a Kamikaze Defender. Wait, not like that. At least it was a fun album and it was unexpected. It's great. Music to Be Murdered by A-Side is actually pretty great, but the B-side is straight mid. That's it. What's the buzz? All right, J. Cole album tier list. Let's get it. The Sideline Story honestly has not grown on me in 11 years that it's been out. Some decent songs, overall pretty outdated and overshadowed. It's going in mid. I really did not like Born Sinner when it first came out, but it's actually grown on me. And for the best songs, I'd put it in great, but there's way too many skips on it, so it's going in good. Fight me. 2014 Forest Hills Drives. I know a lot of you will put this in the best, and I'm right there with you. For Your Eyes Only. Honestly, it's pretty great all around. It's not my go-to J. Cole album, but I gotta put it in great for its brevity and overall vibe. Why'd I say it like that? Frequently, I find myself putting KOD at the #1 spot of J. Cole albums. I love the tracks on it and how it helped him branch his style a little bit. In my opinion, it's amazing. I really liked The Off Season when it first dropped, but at this point, I think I got everything I needed from it. I rarely throw it back on these days, but it's a great album nonetheless. Almost amazing. That's it. What's the buzz? All right, Kendrick album tier list. First of all, let's get rid of mid because we won't need that. Section 80, good album. In fact, it's a great debut album, but it's a good precedent for what came after. Good Kid, Mad City. It's amazing, timeless, flows so well, never gets old. To Pimp a Butterfly just exemplifies the peak artistry Kendrick is capable of. It's much more than an album. It's an amazing work of art, the best. Untitled, unmastered, still super solid, going straight to great. Something about how dusty this album sounds is really appealing to me. The Damn Haters really came out this year. I still think this record is amazing. It really showcased the depth of concept Kendrick is willing to go to, and also his hitmaker ability. Finally, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It may grow on me, but for now, it's great. That's it. What's the buzz? All right, Childish Gambino albums tier list. Let's get it. Camp is not for me, man. You can tell he was just starting off here, and other than a few nostalgic cuts, I do not. What's the buzz? All right, Kanye album tier list. It's time. The College Dropout, easily amazing, classic. He followed up with another amazing record, Late Registration. Graduation, on the other hand, also amazing. Man, that's a crazy run. Honestly, I've given 808s too many chances. I see why it's important, but it does not stand tall in Ye's discography. It's okay. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is top tier, obviously. In the last 10 years, Yeezus just keeps growing on me. It's amazing. Get ready for this one. Hot take, but Pablo also belongs in top tier. firmly. The album Yay is actually super underrated and overhated, honestly. I'm putting it in great and it has some amazing moments. A lot of people hate on Jesus is King, but honestly, it's okay. It's not bad at all. And of course, we have Donda, which is amazing, man. It's so immersive. It's like a movie. I keep going back to it. Do not get at me with Donda 2. That's not a real album. That's it. Let me know your rankings in the comments. Tyler, the Creator album's tier list. Let's do it. Bastard burst open the doors for Tyler's creativity, where he first showed his production and writing capabilities. As immature sounding as it is, it's still decent. Goblin, released during Tyler's meteoric Tyler, the Creator album's tier list. Let's do it. Bastard burst open the doors for Tyler's creativity, where he first showed his production and writing capabilities. As immature sounding as it is, it's still decent. Goblin, released during Tyler's meteoric rise to fame. The album was controversial as Heat was at the time, but honestly, the darker cuts make this a decent listen and a throwback. Wolf is an album that helped me a lot when I was younger, and though it's not perfect, it's amazing to me, and at one point seemed like the peak of Tyler. Cherry Bomb has extreme highs, but very many lows as well. It's going to meh. Tyler's comeback with Flower Boy was super unexpected. I do think it's a tiny bit overrated though. It's still an amazing listen. Igor threw everything out the window, and to me cemented Tyler as a true musician and a performer. Greatest tier. Finally, Call Me If You Get Lost is getting colder on me as time goes by. It's still amazing for the writing, but I could see it dropping lower. That's it. Can you believe that this guy
Look what we rolling on, cuz.
eventually made